so dare to dive deep into comics. Nothing can compare from Gotham's Dark Knight to Marvel's mighty Thor. We'll break it down, leave you wanting more. Separate you on a ride where heroes and villains clash side by side. Whether it's DC or Marvel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. This is Steve, and this is episode 359. And joining me today, we got Brian.
Yo.
And we got Alex.
Oh, wow. I'm actually happy that Brian was introduced first.
It's the second week in a row. I did that last week also.
Wait. We need a round of applause, Steve.
Yes, we do. We do need a... An extended one too. Keep it going. Yay!
Speech.
Yeah. So 2 weeks in a row, we do Brian first instead of Alex.
Yeah, if you're gonna do me or whatever, you gotta take me out to dinner first, my friend.
No. We've had enough of those.
What, dinner? You can never have enough.
Oh yes, that's a good way to start the episode. So what's good, Brian? How you doing, dude?
I'm good. You know, just here we are again, where I get to talk before Alex. Yes. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause.
Yeah, they enjoy that shit. They love it so much. Oh, look at that one over there, yeah. He's waving at you.
Is that a panty flying by?
Yeah. It almost hit me in the face.
Oh, dude, would have been hilarious if you would have had like some random panty set up and you're throwing at you.
Right?
Like,
That would have been hilarious.
And you know the funniest thing is that you have me start first between Alex and I got nothing. So Alex, how are
Go ahead, Brian. You can always say whatever. Work, miscellaneous things, movies. There you go.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. Work, miscellaneous things, movies. No, things are good. Work.
Brian number one.
All right,
Mario.
I don't know why I hear it now as a fucking Iron Sheik in my head.
Yeah.
Brian number one. But Brian Blair.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Brian Blair.
So work is work. Don't care.
That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
We got to get that as an ICG shirt on on our thing so we can sell it. Work is work.
Work is work. And then the back, I don't care.
But in big letters, I don't care.
Yeah, or just put IDC.
Yeah.
Like
we think he spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
ICG greater than symbol IDC.
I like that. ICG greater than I don't care. That makes sense.
Been watching stuff. Sort of trying to catch up on Yellow Jackets.
That show is so good, dude.
I got a few left for the third season.
It is fucking crazy, dude.
It's nuts as fuck. I am caught up on Daredevil.
Okay.
I am caught up on. I'm caught up on Gemstones. Oh my god! Look, right now I'm watching Walton Goggins on 2 separate shows for HBO.
Yeah, doing completely different characters, totally different.
I mean,
fucking insane.
So Steve, you watched the latest Gemstones?
Yeah, I've watched the latest both.
The fact that Vanderbilt was fucking naked, jet skiing.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
time out. Did he have his Walter Goggins,
Yeah,
goggle glasses?
no, he didn't have
no,
those, but he had something googling over there.
and
Goggling and googling
so
episode title.
so so on my TV right now, so before we started, I was watching some random YouTube things, and he was on Kimmel 4 weeks back, and the caption they have is Walton Goggins having penis doubles on gemstones. So,
I can see
it,
random people going, "Say it ain't so, Walter Goggins. Say it ain't so."
but here's the thing: it was like sort of like a micro penis. It was a tiny fuck. It was the tiniest little baby junk. While he's like just waving and smiling.
I don't think that's gonna spoil spoiler for anything, Mario. Mario. Oh, so just in case, on the channel
Mario's in
right
the
now.
chats right now.
Yeah, so he just said hello spoilers. I was like, I don't think that's gonna spoil anybody unless he's a grower, not a shower.
It's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I also watched the latest episode of White Lotus.
Yeah.
But I had to watch that last episode twice because I was only sort of half into it on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot going on. But then I was like, okay, no. It's the episode before the finale.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and see what the fuck was going on, and I did miss a lot of shit.
That episode of White Lotus is fucking bonkers, dude.
It's insane. I'm curious to see what happens with John Greaves.
Yeah.
And is he gonna live to fight another day?
I hope so.
Do we get him in a potential White Lotus season 4? Even though I don't know if this show should go more than 3.
I think if they do, they bring it back to Hawaii.
Okay, fine. Like end it in 4 seasons.
Like you said, I don't think there's any need for them to continue this show any further because they've done a lot. And if you really think about it, this is only technically 3 weeks of a lifetime, essentially. Every week is every season is a week at the hotel.
And how much more can you put Belinda through?
Yeah.
And she's great.
She's sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know where this goes. But just Parker Posey's Midwestern housewife is just great.
No, not Midwestern. She's the North Carolina, so
fine. So she's hillbilly. She's still sort of hillbilly-ish.
Yeah, sorta. She's a lot hillbilly-ish.
They're InnerCityGeeks. I am offended by what Brian just said.
It's all good. It's okay.
I mean, considering that they're in Thailand, and she like 2 weeks back was like, "Why do you want to live in Taiwan? You're not Chinese." It's like, yo.
It's a Carlito. I need to learn how to speak.
Dude, it is crazy, bro. The shit that she says on the episode, especially now that she's like not on the medication that she needed.
She's basically sober at this point and still racist.
Yeah, no, even more racist.
She's like, but also sort of apologetic, but without saying anything.
Yeah. She's a complete cunt. She's a huge fucking cunt, dude.
Like her nickname will be Next Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Episode title: Next Tuesday.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
And then in parentheses, see you.
Yes. So, one of my favorite characters on this particular season is Leslie Bibb.
Yep. She's good. She's great, dude.
I love her and everything, but like I think I've said this in the past. It's like I'm like this day's year old where I found out that her uh, partner of 18 years is Sam Rockwell,
Yeah, yeah.
and that sort of makes sense and why he's on the show too.
On this
Uh,
season, yeah.
and he has like the smallest role. He's been in like 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
He's had like 10 minutes of screen time between 2 episodes, and you're like, okay, yep.
And the thing is, like, it's like 10 minutes, but it's solid 10 minutes because his character has something to do within the story.
Yeah,
He's not like if he's just there.
and I mean, one of the first. I mean, I think the first thing. Yeah, it was the first thing I ever saw him in, but I didn't know him because I was 10. Um, he's the head thug in the original Turtles movie,
Mm-hmm.
where where he's showing off the Foot Clan headquarters to other potential members, and yeah, that was like 15-year-old Sam Rockwell.
A long time ago.
Yeah, and then he's had such an amazing career.
He really has. He really fucking has.
I mean, fucking, I would love to see him return at some point in the MCU. It probably won't happen,
You never
but
know.
we'll see.
Maybe
He's probably. I was gonna say he's probably one of those people or whatever that like we're gonna announce more later.
Yeah.
He's a chair at some point.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
yeah.
Is that what he's gonna actually play? He's gonna play a chair.
He's gonna play a chair.
Yeah.
It's like I'm that good of an actor, whatever. I'm going to be furniture.
He's gonna play a chair made from the same wood as Groot.
Yeah, there you go.
I am Rockwell.
That's the reason why they're doing a Groot movie.
Yeah, and then afterwards or whatever, they have the sentimental moment. We are Rockwell.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, aside from that, I haven't really been watching much else outside of what I mentioned the last time. Last night, for the first time in a bit, I started playing Spider-Man for PlayStation 4 again.
Ooh, okay, that's a fun game.
Because it really was. I don't have a PS5, so I yet to play Spider-Man 2.
I have a PS5 and I haven't played that one yet either, so it's okay.
But like, the game still holds up. I haven't played it for so long that I forgot certain controls. I'm like, oh, eventually I'll remember things.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I like that because it's not like I'm just going into it. Like, okay, here, boom. Like I'm going into it sort of like new again.
Yeah, like you're.
It's like, wait, I gotta hit what button to what?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, not much else going on here.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. Happy to share.
Alex, what's cool?
Status quo. Everything's going, as best as it could. Could be better, could be worse, but dealing with shit as is. But when it comes to like what I've done lately, other than personal responsibilities, I decided to rewatch season 2 of One Punch Man.
Okay.
And I remember it being good, but I forgot how good it was. Until watching it over again. So it gets me, like with the anticipation of the new season that's supposed to come out sometime in the near future.
Okay.
But yeah, and then also, I decided to go like when it comes to video game playing, other than playing mobile games and stuff like that, I decided to go back to old school Mega Man.
Okay.
So I was just like, I was like, I'm gonna play a random Mega Man game. So I landed on Mega Man 7. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna play that.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's a fun one.
Yeah, that's the one for Super Nintendo before they went to Mega Man 8 with when that was on PS1 and and with the horrible voice acting and everything. But the game is fun. The game is fun. But going back to to that, so yeah, so I mean, like I didn't get a chance to finish it up because I playing here and there, and since it's on the Switch, I could just put it, to sleep mode and then just go right back to it from where I
Of
left
course,
off.
yeah.
But yeah, just trying to remember where stuff was hidden, and then it's just like, God damn it! Like now I got to go on YouTube and look at like where shit's at.
You gotta love YouTube for that.
Oh, dude, fucking, the one thing that I love when it comes to like, like old school games, it's just like, it really brings you back because you get so excited to like, when you find something and then you try your very best to remember it, or you either jot it down or you get the at the time, either the Game Informer or Nintendo Power, so,
Hmm.
so you can have like the cheat, if you will, of like,
Yeah.
okay, this thing is here, this thing is there. But yeah, then the other thing, like, I'm looking forward to like two things this weekend. First off, or whatever, One Piece is coming back with the continuation of the Egghead arc. So, and then the other thing is I'm gonna go see Fluffy on Saturday. So
Oh, nice. That should be fun.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. The only thing, that just kind of sucks is traveling from the Bronx all the way down to the ass end of Queens, borderline Long Island. So I'm just like, okay, I can deal with this, the end goal, whatever.
Where
So
are they playing at Shea?
no, they're
Where?
playing in the whatever, the UBS theater or whatever, arena or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's like, it's at the ass end of whatever Queens, whatever the fuck,
It's
slash.
it's it's the same arena that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega made their return for
Yes, yes,
for
yes.
boring ass AEW back when it was sort of had excitement.
It's so good. I
Oh,
enjoy
dude,
it.
fucking, you're gonna laugh at me. So, like, what is it? For the past few weeks in a row, whatever, it's just been crazy that, I've been watching the WWE stuff or whatever. It's just like, it's been okay, and then watching AEW, and each time or whatever, it knocks me out. So I have to, like, go back to rewind what I missed. And, it's happened with Dynamite and Collision. And I feel kind of bad because, they do have some good stuff. Like, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it, the product has been like a little lackluster, for me, as of late or whatever, or at least, n- not counting the pay-per-views.
Well, yeah, the pay per views are always solid. The WWE has been boring the last few weeks.
But you see AEW has real glass.
Yeah,
Oh, too soon.
yeah, yeah. But
I
yeah.
Oh my God, the little nod slash joke on the, what was it, SmackDown from this past week, when Drew got attacked by Damian Priest and he got slammed on the car, and then CM Punk just passes by, looks at Drew and just kind of snickers, like,
That was
like,
lame. That was lame,
no,
dude.
no, no, but that right there, like the little snicker or whatever, it's just like, I bet you Punk was just like, on this whole thing of like, let me be a part of that.
That's that's why I say it was lame
Yeah.
because like there was no need for that. Like, why?
No, but what really gets me when it comes to like the whole, like, like, well, the lead up to WrestleMania so far, like, I don't know, this, like, last year's WrestleMania was something, like something big, right? This year, like, I don't know, I'm like, I'm excited for it, but at the same time I'm not. Like, I mean, the only good thing that came out of fucking what was it, Raw, was I will say this though, this like this, fucking promo between or whatever, or the back and forth between
Cody
yeah,
and
Cody, Cody and Cena
yeah,
was actually a lot better than the past 2 weeks.
yeah. It was.
And
Doesn't mean that the rest of the episode was good.
oh, no, 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 no. But oh, actually, technically it was, because the whole thing
It
of
was okay.
the Gunther beatdown on, on Jimmy, and having
You
Jay
knew that
watch
was
or
gonna
whatever.
happen.
No, but dude, I didn't expect it to be like that intense in a sense. Like
I
my
figured it would be.
he quote unquote handcuffed him, to the ropes or whatever. You just like, you took wire ties, like, and just
Yeah,
put him on there, and he's just like, look, I'm gonna show you a hate crime without it being a hate crime.
yeah.
But yeah, that, like, that right there was just like, all right, like, now you got me somewhat interested in the Gunther thing, but it's just because of Gunther. But everything else is just like, I mean, I have like my thoughts and speculations on certain things, but I think whenever we do like a WrestleMania, predictions thing, then I'll bring it up.
Yeah, we might do that next week.
Okay. But yeah,
WrestleMania is next week, right? Or the week after?
The week after.
Yeah, so we might as well do that episode next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. WrestleMania falls on the 19th and 20th, which is Easter weekend, or even better, it's the weekend of my daughter's turn 5.
Yes.
And then that
weekend.
Yeah, and then that 21st, I'll be 44.
Yay.
Nobody cares.
Everybody cares. Just minus Brian, because he's just like, I'm gonna focus on the younger, the younger, stronger, stuff. I was like, yeah, you focus on your seeds, dude. That's fine. That's more important anyway. He was so politically correct and PC, and so nonchalant with the whole situation, when in all actuality, just like with the whole Cody and everything promo, whatever, you wanted to hear obscenities.
For the record, that round of applause was for my daughters, not Alex.
Brian's just taking whatever, like Brian's like the tax man. I'm gonna take this, thank you.
I think I'm just gonna be savage for the remainder of the show.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna be Ben. I'm not gonna be Fred. I'm gonna be Macho Man. I'm gonna be
He's
that
gonna
savage.
be Randy. He's gonna be Randy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. He has to take me out to dinner first.
You want all the dinners today, dude. You want all the dinners today.
Yeah.
Like legend killer status. Okay.
No, not Orton. It has to be savage.
Oh, that Randy.
Wow. Yeah. He forgot for a second. He's like, I'm not taking you to dinner because the cream does not rise to the top.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that much cream rising.
Oh, like I said, it has to. You have to take me somewhere out nice first or whatever. Not maybe like like a nice Olive Garden or whatever. Get me the
Olive Garden. Nice.
No, I'm saying chicken Alfredo, dude. Like even though you can go to a legit Italian restaurant and get a much better Alfredo, but for whatever reason, that Alfredo kind of slaps. So
Okay, just give me those breadsticks and that sauce, and I'm good.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Brian's like, I'm gonna get the breadsticks with the sauce, and then later I'll make it my own sauce. The cream rises to the top.
Mm-hmm. That's the cream. That's the cream.
Wow. Okay. I think we have multiple different options for the next title, or for the title of the show.
Well, that's how it works, man. We always workshop shit. So I'm just saying.
I mean, we will never ever not do that. We're always going to be like, okay, that might be it. Oh, okay, no, this, okay, and then Steve's going to just type. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do it. And we're gonna, and then like we get the graphic like in 48 hours, and it's like, oh yeah, that
sometimes 24, sometimes less than 24 hours later, because Steve is on point with a lot of his shit, and I will always back up my brother and just saying that Steve always does what he has to do, be it adulting or stuff for the podcast.
And respect. Steve, give yourself a round of applause.
For what?
Cue the thing.
Play it, bitches.
No, he's going to take it. He's going to take your applause.
For that, because you always put the graphic on a text message, like, so quick. And you come up, the Academy presents you this award.
Just don't give a long speech or whatever, like this dude, throwing his gum out to to his wife, and then giving the speech. They cut you off, and then they come back, and he's still making a speech. I don't know.
You have 45 seconds. Start now.
I want to thank you guys. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
I deserve it. And then they cut to like Brian or whatever is still giving like a semi scowl because he's like, I still wanted the applause.
Well, yeah.
Duh.
This episode should be titled "Give Brian the Round of Applause."
And the award goes to
And the award goes to me
yeah.
because duh.
Hey, I was like joking around or whatever. It was voted by an Academy of One. Brian.
Yeah.
Again, duh.
Academy of One. I like that one too.
That's another great title.
I actually like that one a lot. Let's just see where else where the episode goes. Academy of One.
To think we're just getting started.
We're only 25 minutes in, guys. Only 25
Yeah.
minutes.
So I guess that's pretty much it. What have you been up to, dude?
Me, I've been up to a bunch, of course. Watching movies. Watching a shit ton of movies. I'm up to 125. I think
Slowly catching up. Slowly catching up.
Catching up is more than just catching up. I'm like a little bit ahead of time because I think we're like what the 90th day of the year so far, and at 125, and it's pretty good.
I was about to say something and then I had to sneeze. Had to put it on like on mute for a second because I wanted to say like, listen, like because before, remember you were like fucking Barry Allen in the beginning of the year, dude.
Yeah, I was.
And then afterwards or whatever, someone just put like their foot on the side or whatever. It's like
just trip me up.
I'll show you, and you went, whoa!
It was the reverse flash. They came around. They fucked me up.
Oh man,
Yeah.
why do you hate him so much? I just do.
Good.
You find out it was Brian all along because he wanted I wanted more applause. Is that your villain story?
It might be.
To quote Walter White, you're goddamn right. Cue the applause.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
And then you just hear him like, num num num, give me more applause. Num, num, num.
Eat it up.
He's getting stronger. He's getting stronger.
Yes. No, but I've been watching some shit, of course. A lot of good shit. A few of the ones that I'd say, like, I've never seen Splinter, and I just recently watched it. It's fucking awesome. It's about
the Mark Bernardin film.
Is it Mark Bernardin? I have no idea. I don't think so. Could be. No.
All right, because I know he did one called Splinter too.
This one is from 2008.
Oh, okay, so then that's not it.
And it's pretty much that aliens come down and there's like a somewhat of a symbiote or whatever, and it gets implanted in people, and people turn into this alien. They start turning into alien, but what it is that splinters literally start coming out of people's skin, and it just goes nuts. And it literally takes place in like one little like gas station or whatever, and it takes over everybody, and it's fucking crazy. It's a really good movie, really good standout movie. I really enjoyed that one. Splinter, that's a good one. I finally saw the original Pet Cemetery. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I never saw it completely. Good shit. Really fucked up movie, but it's a good shit.
That kind of reminds me of like Star Wars. I've never seen the original trilogy. I only saw bits and pieces, but then we go back to watching episode 1. I was so disgusted by it. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah. Did I talk about the monkey last week?
I think you did.
Okay, well, I saw that one again.
It was so nice. I watched it twice.
Yeah. Another one, actually, one that I really enjoyed this week that I really loved was Dead Talent Society. That is, I think it's Japanese or it's Asian. It's a fucking good movie.
So sorry, before you get into that, the original Pet Cemetery.
Yes.
I've only watched it once when I was like too young to watch it. But
and that explains a lot.
It explains why I'm me. Anyway, so the original Pet Cemetery, the neighbor was played by the original uh, Herman Munster,
Mm-hmm.
who was the judge.
Fred Gwynn.
Yes, thank you. Who was also the
I
judge
will always
in,
remember that name because the Munsters was always, one of my favorite shows, and he was my favorite character.
and he was the judge in My Cousin Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
The two Hutes.
Two
Um,
Utes? Yeah,
Two
two
Utes.
Utes, two Utes.
Two Utes.
So I've only ever watched that movie once, but it was enough where I'm like, nope, no, I'm good.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
And then Brian had a fear of like, this isn't one of those pet cemeteries like from the movie, right? Like, no.
but that movie, just thinking about it, I'm like the chills. I'm like, okay. The horror aspect was so good for its time. Um, so yeah, yeah. Glad you finally watched it. Now you get to share in my PTSD.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. It's definitely PTSD worthy. Um, but yeah, Dead Talent Society. It is a fun fucking watch. I think I might just play the trailer so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This movie is on Netflix. Um, and it's fucking awesome.
You just reminded me of stuff that I watched too, but after the trailer, I'll tell you what I watched.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. It's gonna have subtitles, obviously. Not subtitles, but what's it called? What the fuck does it say? It's in another language.
你这辈子听过多少鬼故事？
三、二、一，翻白眼。
很简单吗？
简单个屁啊！
我叫马豆豆，专业厉鬼经纪人，怎么样？要不要和我一起打造独一无二的都市传说？我觉得你一定会中。
有才华的鬼自然会被看见，没有实力的才会耍那些小把戏。
我们的指针女性已经扩散到20万人次了，跟你上时代的鬼，小心会被淘汰哦。
简单说，你需要一个必杀技。
第36届金鬼奖最佳女鬼奖，得奖的是。
才知道。
It's a fun fucking movie. It's essentially like these ghosts that they want to be popular. They want to be popular ghosts. They want to be somewhat of a what is it? Like an urban legend or a ghost story or whatever, and they want to cement their own little thing or whatever. And certain ghosts, if they aren't any good, they get phased out, so they disappear. So they go into limbo and shit. But this is fucking fun. It's a really fun fucking movie. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. So damn good. Definitely worth watching.
So the two things that I watched, it was actually two documentaries. The first one that I watched was Happy Happy Joy Joy, the Ren and Stimpy story.
Nice.
And that one was like, it gave more of the backstory of like, how it all came to be. And then, of course, the fall of John Kay because of all the stuff that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But in the beginning, the whole thing was they were actually interviewing everything with, they interviewed John Kane, all that stuff, and a lot of the story was just of like how of how much he was kind of like a perfectionist and stuff like that. Then like at one point it was him doing whatever he like whatever he wanted, because it was just like, well, this is my show, like like I not following the rules of Nickelodeon, and the thing, like it's supposed to be a kids cartoon. It's like, yeah, but it's my cartoon. Like,
Yeah.
then later on in the
Like
whole
whatever
thing,
I do, what I want type shit.
yeah, exactly. So, but it was an interesting watch, like and I'm not gonna say I forgot like how how great that cartoon was, but also remember,
It was so ahead of its time.
yeah. But the problem is, it's like you know because he wanted, like, since he was such a perfectionist and all that stuff, that there were a lot of delays on a lot of stuff. What was it that I think it was season 2, that when they were supposed to premiere like the second episode,
Mhm.
because it wasn't even finished yet because of his his like, I want this right or whatever, they had to re-air the premiere the season 2 premiere, and so many people were so upset by that.
Of course they were. Yeah.
I didn't know this documentary was a thing. Where's it airing on?
Tubi.
Okay.
And then
Tubi.
the second thing I watched was I forget the name of it, but it was the Robin Williams documentary on Max.
Nice.
And that one was like, wow, like that one was powerful, like, and that it was a good watch too.
Okay.
But
It's 11 years, and I still can't, because that just hit hard when we learned that Robin Williams died.
Yeah.
11 years ago. Imagine that. Like, I still remember my dad giving me the news about it. I was on my bedroom floor, and I was futzing around with my Figma Thor from the original fucking Avengers. And I'm just like, the figure was new. I'm like, ooh, look at these fucking ridiculous ball joints. And then
and he was talking about what was in the in the pants. Look at those ball joints.
yes. Fuck.
We don't want to know what you were about to do before the dad intruded.
You made him lose his track of thought.
Thor's ball joints.
And while we're on the subject of people we lost, I have not stopped tearing up thinking about we lost Val Kilmer.
Yeah, very sad.
And I did this thing. I wrote this thing, like my top 5 actual Val Kilmer movies, and then my runners up. So thinking about it, aside from the first one, the other 4 can be any order because they're so good. My top 5 Val Kilmer movies. Number 1, again, will not change, is Real Genius.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Because
it's a great one, actually.
It's so good. I mean, the fact that, like, spoiler to this 35-year-old movie.
You don't need to say spoilers for that one. It is what it is. If you haven't watched it, go see it.
Yeah. The popcorn ending. Bill Atherton. For y'all that don't know who William Atherton is, watch Ghostbusters. He's the dick from Ghostbusters. But that popcorn ending was great. So the other 4 for that list, no particular order really, because again you could change them up, would be Top Gun, Tombstone, The Saint, and Heat.
Solid flicks. And
then for my runners up, this could be in any order because I love all these movies equally. Wonderland.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
That's where he played. What's his name? It was based on the 70s. It's God, the fucking the porn dude, the large chunk.
John
Boogie
Holmes.
Nights.
John who?
John Holmes.
Him. Yeah, he played him.
Really, I don't think I've watched that one before.
Because he was high as fuck during the murders of fucking Sharon Tate and crew from Manson.
Right.
It was next door.
Hmm.
Phenomenal film. Definitely watch that movie. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
That's a great one. It's very underrated. People don't really say much about it.
Him and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
In a Shane Black film.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, oh my God, this movie. Honestly, it hits home. I was 15, remember all the McDonald's shit. Yep. Batman Forever.
Yep.
It wasn't him, it was the script.
Yeah.
He was great. Aside from rubber nipples and
the bat nips.
Hey, he was the only one that had them, and they worked.
Next up for me would be his first film ever, Top Secret.
Okay.
And then I had to put this on there because, as we said before, not really a fan of the movie, but Willow.
Willow's great, dude. I love
it.
That's like the only Val Kilmer film that you mentioned that I like, or I remember.
Well, Mario mentioned in the chat we got The Doors also. That's a great fucking movie too.
Didn't care for it.
That's understandable. It's not for everybody.
Not saying it wasn't a bad movie, because if I'm not mistaken, and Jim, he played Jim Morrison. His wife was played by Meg Ryan. Great film for what it was. Just also not a fan of the Doors. I always thought they were a terrible fucking band.
Yeah, just like how I feel about the Beatles. Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I agree with you there, man.
Honestly, I'm with the two of you. Like the Beatles were just
Listen, I understand the appeal for something at its time, but it's just not my cup of tea. And and I get it. It's like, to me, I have an associate or whatever that is obsessed with Elvis, and I'm just like, ugh.
See, for me, Elvis Presley, I respect certain things because I grew up on music from my dad, my uncle. But yeah, like there's like maybe 10 Elvis songs I like.
Yeah. His greatest hits. That's it.
Yeah, basically. Like with the Beatles, like I like 5 songs. The rest can go fuck off.
Dude, I heard it somewhere. I can't even tell you one Beatles song that I like, because
I know a few Beatles songs, but like what I heard the other day that it made me chuckle a little bit. It was like the Beatles had no riffs. They had no riffs. They had nothing.
Not wrong. Like I prefer, for the Beatles, I would prefer John Lennon's solo career and everything George Harrison and Paul McCartney done separately than actual Beatles songs.
That's fair.
And so like,
how do we get on this Beatles? Oh, from the Doors. That's right. Yeah. I was about to say, where do we get this Beatles tangent? Yeah, the Beatles. Yeah, because the Doors.
So and the Doors, like, I appreciate the poetry that was being spoken into song.
Right.
But it was just like,
it's too hippy dippy for us.
Not even hippy dippy. It's just like, Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say, people like us or whatever, like, we grew up in the '80s where there was like a weird renaissance of music, or like it was the death of disco introducing more of like more like, synthesizey stuff, and then what is it? Then we go to the 90s where they were just like, yeah, we're tired of this like happy stuff or whatever. Let's let's get into some harder music.
Let's live the real life.
Yeah, exactly. Gangster rap, fucking, the birth of grunge, and then then it then of course it leads to stuff of like like for us, or at least for Steve and I, like stuff like metal, new metal, like
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that Metallica for Master of Puppets, that album is now in the billions of Spotify.
Yep. It's not my favorite Metallica album, but I get it.
You know what? That's fair. It's not mine. It's one of the.
What is yours, Steve? If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
and what is yours, Brian? What about you?
Okay.
Kill 'Em All is my favorite Metallica album.
What about you, Brian?
You first.
The Black Album.
The Sellout album?
Dude, to be honest with you, like that is the first Metallica album I was introduced to, and mind you, I got into like hard rock, heavy metal like around like high school and stuff. And mind you, this was like a time when ECW was big. So yeah. And my favorite song of Metallica of all time will always be The Unforgiven.
Great track, but also like, wait. So, you prefer the Black Album over Saint Anger? How dare you?
Go fuck yourself with Saint Anger. Dude, listen, I get the idea, like they had an idea that they wanted to work with, right? But
an idea. It was an idea.
Yeah, it was.
The original album had guitar solos. It was supposed to be a banger of an album, but Bob Rock, nobody wants solos. Well, fuck you, Bob Rock. Nobody cares
the album sounded like it was done in a tin can, dude.
Dude, it sounded like a garage band thing recorded, on like a tape deck, and just like I think this is good enough.
Where's my snare sound, Lars? Where's my snare?
Yeah.
I hope they don't put what was it? I hope they don't put this on LimeWire. Dating myself.
Fuck you, Napster.
Yeah, I got it was Napster.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pirates Bay.
Look, honestly, that album had great writing, but was just bad for every other reason.
Yeah.
The Unnamed Feeling is a suicide note.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna go my favorite Metallica album of all time, and do I need to say Metallica like Lars? Talk all like this.
No, but it'll help.
I think my favorite Metallica album of all time is fucking Ride the Lightning.
That's a good album too. Absolutely.
It is.
But runner up to favorite albums of them would be Justice, but not the Justice for All album that we know from when it dropped in 88 or 89, but
the remastered
and where they added bass, because I don't know if you know the whole thing, and this is for everybody listening, everybody watching this.
Yep.
All four of you and Mario watching us right now.
Yes.
Justice had no bass, and that's because they fucked with Newsted.
Yep.
They fucked with him all the time. He's an incredible bassist, as we've seen for other projects. He can't play like that anymore due to arthritic hands, but he actually played on that album. Surprise, surprise! Cue the surprise gif. Surprise, surprise!
The Gasp en Español.
So.
Pum pum pum.
It's my favorite one. The Gasp en Español.
So. Somebody
gasp in novela.
Somebody when that album was part of Rock Band, basically futzed around with the album Rock Band and leaked a bass version of Justice. You're like, wait, Harvester of Sorrow had bass, and it's like bum 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 bum, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, sounds completely different.
And then later, Metallica was like, "Well, we're up Shit's Creek. Gotta do it."
Yep, they went to Eugene and whatever, Dan Levy and all that, you know.
And that, yeah, exactly. And they released the so-called remastered Justice album, and when you listen to Harvest of Sorrow, you're like, hey, there's bass.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a real song.
Yeah,
it's all about that bass.
Yeah,
so
no trouble.
Second favorite album would
Unless
be
you want it, you want the treble, we'll give you the treble.
Continue, Ryan.
I'm good.
You sure?
No. He said his favorite album, and he said his point.
Okay.
I'm powering down until I need to get amped up for geek shit.
Yeah, I was gonna also say, like, you know, but yeah, you know, rest in peace, Val Kilmer, man.
Yeah.
What was it that he was in the Jane Silent Bob reboot as you know, as Blunt Man?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. He was.
But they purposely designed his suit to sort of have the same muscular fitting as Batfleck.
Yeah.
No, did you read the thing that Kevin Smith put up or whatever, that he was just saying, I think this shortly after that he had the thing with the battle with throat cancer, and say he couldn't really speak, so they gave him the role, but if you notice, he didn't really speak much.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I was like, damn, you know, Kevin Smith is awesome.
He can be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So R.I.P. to the legend.
To the Kilmers.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bat Nips.
Rest in peace, Bat
Yes,
Nips.
yes, yes. So now it's time.
Geek shit.
Yay. So,
hey Ma, it's geek shit.
It's geek shit, man. Yeah, we here. So, something that we got a lot of shit this week. Well, not a lot. We got a good amount of stuff. One of the biggest things that came out this week is the fact that Nintendo pretty much came out with their Nintendo Direct thing that's happening this week or whatever. And the biggest thing there that they announced was the Switch 2. The new version of the Switch, essentially.
They switched prices. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a higher price. It's gonna be at $449 for the
system by itself.
For the system by itself, it is gonna be $499 for the system with Mario Kart World.
Yeah, Mario Kart World. And then, did you hear how much apparently the games may be?
Yeah,
if you, let's say,
from $80 to $90.
Oh my god.
$80 to $90 for a fucking Nintendo, for a fucking Mario game.
I mean, dude, do not underestimate the power of Mario Kart. Remember, whenever you would come here, we would hang, you know.
No, yes, the Mario Kart is fun. Yes, it is a fun fucking game. Is it $80 worth? Fuck no.
But it's also pronounced yeah, buddy.
Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody. No. But this system looks okay. It's a little bit bigger than what we have now for the Switch.
Yeah, and then I think, what is it? The screen is 4K, if I'm correct, too.
But it's still a regular LCD screen.
Yeah, and then what is it that the frame rate now is improved to, like, that of, like, regular games? You know, the regular games now.
It's like a 30 to 40, up to 60, up to 60.
But honestly, like,
but what sucks about it is that there's not really much to do with it, because of course, you know.
Yeah, the only title that's
coming
out with
so much with it.
Yeah, and the only title that's coming out with that drop is just Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
But also, like, you're talking about the frame rate, but also, like, I mean, I've played the Switch both on TV and handheld, and it runs fine. Like, it runs like it should.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is this, it's like, compared to, like, you know, like newer systems, like, you know, like the Xbox and, you know, the PlayStation, you know, 4 and 5, that, you know, the graphics are, you know, like way, you know, like much better, but the one thing that was always good about the Switch is, that you could take it anywhere, and a lot of the titles were more, like family friendly, fun, fun stuff. Like, like more a lot of it for everyone. But then of course, you do have, your teen and adult games for it too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, but like,
No, but I'm telling you right now, like we talked about earlier, Brian. Like, I love the Switch. That is like my favorite system.
I agree. I mean, it's a great, as I said to you, it's a great system. I look, I regret neglecting mine for as long as I have. It was a gift from Meg, and it's a great system. And I've had a lot of fun playing the old school Genesis games and having fun with you playing Turtles. But like for me,
it became a paperweight.
Yeah, like for me, it's more about PlayStation because I've always been a Sony guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but fuck you, me in 1997 getting a PlayStation and Resident Evil with the bad acting, terrible demons, and it's a zombie.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
zombie.
dude, I remember the first time playing, Resident Evil in a friend's house, and this is how you know it was old. Do you remember that it wasn't like the CD cases or whatever? It was more like, like the like semi box or whatever, kind of
Mm-hmm.
big.
Yeah.
And the graphic on it was just like the horrible picture of like Chris, like with the game graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on, when they put it back out, that's when they had like the cleaner version of that first zombie you encounter from, or I think it was that they showed the tyrant. But yeah, but oh my god, dude, I still remember that whole thing of going to my friend's place, like is late night, and that scene when you're walking through the hallways and the dogs come out of nowhere. And mind you, you're playing this in the dark and you have the volume up. So I don't know, it's like, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
And also, like, I mean, Resident Evil was a single disc. RE2 and Metal Gear Solid Tactical Espionage Edition were 2 discs.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a double CD case. Ooh.
Yep. Ooh, fancy. You needed to do one before you play the second one.
And like, so for me, 1997 ruined me because I was always a Nintendo guy, and then I got my PlayStation.
Yep.
I just say I played a lot of systems,
Yeah.
And I will say this though, I always leaned towards Nintendo because Nintendo was what got me into like really got me into gaming.
It's understandable.
You played a lot of systems, including the Justice one. Ooh.
Oh, dude, have you ever got to play the TurboGrafx 16?
No.
That was a fun system with because that like Splatterhouse, fucking Bonk's Adventure, and there were other like titles on there too. But I love the idea with that system that the game itself you could take it from the home console, and they had like they were one of the first people to have the portable that had like the full color, like it was kind of like a better version of Game Gear, but like weirdly bulky. But
First off, I owned a Game Gear. Secondly,
me too.
Mine wasn't as cool as the kid from fucking Rumble in the Bronx.
Of course not.
No game.
Mine needed a game in order to have a game.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I'm so old. I played Pong on ColecoVision.
Nice.
I played the ColecoVision, the Atari 2600. Like, dude, they're like, and then what was it? Going to Puerto Rico, right? You had like with the cousins that always had, all this stuff. So playing that horrible Pac-Man, and I forget. I think it was was it the ColecoVision or Atari? Like it was one of them that instead of it being the dots, it was like the dashes because they didn't have like the capability of like doing the Pac-Man like I was in there, like the arcade, the stand-up deck or whatever. So, but oh man.
Also, like out of all the systems I still have, I'm still grateful I own a Dreamcast.
That is one of the greatest systems ever. And to this day, I will say this though: one of the best wrestling games of all time, Giant Graham 2000. That is one of the best wrestling games of all time. Any like a lot of stuff that's out like now was because of stuff that Giant Graham introduced.
One of the worst wrestling games for that system. Royal Rumble.
Oh, dude, you got me thinking about like Xbox. When the Xbox came out with that shitty, horrible, fucking bulky controller before they decided to, thing. And then, dude, a lot of the Xbox wrestling games are oof.
What was the Crazy Taxi? Was that the game for Xbox that was really bad?
Dude, I know Crazy Taxi, whatever. They had that for what is it, Dreamcast too, and that was
Crazy Taxi was one of those games that was on multi platforms. It was everywhere.
Yeah,
but it was the worst on Xbox because that brick fucking controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's how come they had to, they did an updated controller that they shrunk it down. But at that point, I was just like, I don't like this system.
Yeah, no, it was.
And then when 360 came out, favorite game ever, Gears of War.
Yep, that was a great system.
2 and 3 are fun, but Gears of War is the game.
Oh, Mario says WCW Mayhem.
Wait, is he saying like that's one of his favorite games of all time?
Yep, that's one of his favorites.
And if you go back and watch the original trailer for the first Gears of War, that one like HD shot, that shit's like 20. It still holds up. It still holds. It's so fucking good.
Yep.
It's part of the Mad World trailer.
Yeah. So continuing with this, with the Switch 2, it only has 256 gigabytes on the system itself.
Yeah, you have to buy a fucking memory card to add to it.
And the memory cards aren't cheap.
No,
you could get up to a 2 gig memory card on there. Those 2 gigs cost about $200. So on top of spending the $400-$500 on this fucking system, you got $200 for a card, and another fucking $80 for a game. That's a money hunger. It's like everything's coming out of you.
Dude, someone broke down like every apparent accessory or whatever that, like, if let's say, like if you want an extra controller, a carrying case and all this stuff, like if if you want to add it all together, like if you want to at least get one of everything, like like let's say you get the system that comes with the game, or if you buy the game separate, because the game thing apparently it's over $1,000 with like all the accessories and stuff that like if you want to like have it everywhere. So I was just like, God damn.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Battery life is gonna be dog shit. Battery life, as if you keep playing, it's gonna only be 2 hours. Who plays for only 2 hours? Yeah, you could have it plugged in, but that sucks. It's supposed to be a portable thing, lasting for just 2 hours. Doesn't really
it takes about an hour and 40 minutes for me to go from my house or from the bus stop to work. Tell me, I only have that. I 20 whole minutes more of battery time.
Unless you're gonna bring your brick to charge it.
Nah, I'm good. I'll my iPhone 16 Pro has more battery life than this device.
Yeah.
Granted, the iPhone costs $300 or $400 more than this device. It's a phone.
And that's but you already know a phone is, it's like a portable PC. So
my Steam Deck is a portable PC, and I can game for about 5 hours.
I was gonna say that takes a long time for it to finally die,
and that has like higher refresh rates and everything. So
like it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
What if you have an iPhone or an iPad? They're designed to do everything, right? Type, text, blog,
Mm-hmm.
browse, watch YouTube,
Shoot
game,
videos,
shoot video,
pictures.
whatever. It's 1,000,001 things. And I mean, when I talk to you guys on this show, I'm using an iPad Pro from 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's updated to the current 18.4 software, as my iPhone 16 Pro is.
Fancy.
But like the fact that these two devices can do texting and typing and everything else for more time than the Switch 2. Like for a little, yeah, granted a little bit more money, but more stuff with more battery life.
But you can't play Mario on them.
Oh, that's a shame. I guess I need to return these things. Like
Brian's
look,
gonna sell a kidney in the black market now.
we only need one to live.
Yeah, it's okay.
So like, I've already been on a travel with my devices to the point where when I headed down to Maryland, like a month ago, and I didn't plug my iPad in for the entire ride, which is 4.5 hours. Like I shut it off so I can go to work and go from work to the Port Authority, but I turned it on the bus, and the entire 4.5 hours,
Yeah,
watching Netflix or Max or YouTube or Disney or whatever 800 different fucking streaming services are out there.
Mm-hmm.
And my 100% battery drained down to about 75% over the course of 4 hours. You mean to tell me it has more battery than the Switch 2?
Yep.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah, but the battery life for the regular Switch or whatever isn't that great either. So
Yeah, but you would think that they actually downgraded their battery life for this one.
yeah,
Right. I mean, what, you downgrade the battery to get better screen?
And then even a better screen either, because it's not an OLED screen.
No, it's not.
it's funny how the Switch has an OLED screen. Like all the newer ones, you could buy the Switch OLED.
Right.
Fine.
And this one is just a regular screen.
But like, I mean, I think for now, I'm good with just getting the right. I'm good with playing with my Switch OG, and like,
I mean, they're not like phasing it out right now, like because what is it?
Fine.
What is it? The upcoming Pokemon game or whatever. Apparently, the one that's supposed to come out later this year. It's supposed to be the last Pokemon game that's supposed to be on this Switch.
Yeah.
And then the one that's supposed to come out next year is the introduction game for the Switch 2
for $80.
And you already know, since that's a guilty pleasure and something I fucking love, I'm gonna go fucking get it because you already know, brother. Like I've been playing Pokemon since Adam, man. Like
I get it, but it's like, geez, dude, the games are the same game.
They really are.
I just think it is, but it's it's part of the storyline or whatever, and introduction, like new Pokemon, new dynamics, and even though they kind of recycle some stuff or whatever, like it fucking works. Like to me, like I said, I've been a fan forever. So,
but like, what's really new? Is it like Pikachu is not yellow? Like, it's like real player 2. Like it's the same game, new outfit. And what's so different? It's the same fucking game. It's these terrible characters. It look, I respect you love this, but like I was thinking about this before. It's like Pokemon. Some guy made it rich by fucking covering his eyes and drawing bullshit on a piece of paper. And
do you know? Wait, tell me, do you know the true story about Pokemon?
Some asshole knows primary colors and make every character look almost the same. End of story.
No, the original concept of Pokemon or whatever was the idea of like having people, you know, get
Fucking
together or
monsters.
whatever, like, you know, like to, you know, because the person that created this was like in this awkward guy, right? That he like had a difficult time making friends. I forget like the whole story, but like I'm just like, you know, just giving you like the whole thing, that
Paraphrasing.
he met up with people, and then the idea of like, you know, collecting, you know, because I think what was it, that he was a bug collector, so he incorporated that idea. But like, you know, why don't we have creatures, you know, stuff like that, like, and it developed from there.
So what you mean to tell me is I should have developed a video game, an anime over my imaginary friends when I was 6. Like
It's funny,
just
you might find an anime out there for that too.
probably because I've always found it weird. And why do you gotta catch them all? Like, I mean, why?
Because
Well, that's
it's
that. I
it's
just
a
saying, but
collector's thing.
well, yeah, well, the trading card game is its own thing. I'm more of a person that I like that, you know, like the main storyline, like, you know, like the RPG, whatever storyline, you know, that's what I've always been into. I never got into the trading card game when it came to that. So
It's so fucking weird. It's literally the same. It's the same.
well, technically, like a lot of games or whatever, you could say it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, you're
Like, you
not.
know,
You're not wrong. I mean, Mario was in fucking Donkey Kong before Super Mario. Like,
yeah, he you know, then what was it? He was also in Wrecking Crew and fucking the Super Mario Brothers, but not, you know, like not
oh yeah,
the not the one for Nintendo, not the one that you know, it was Mario Brothers where you play you're you know, him or Luigi, and you're going, you know, like, I don't know if you remember that that it's a very old game, but you
Yeah,
know
I was
it,
playing it on the Steam Deck the other day.
yeah, and then but yeah, but technically, whatever, everything, no matter what, it's just a certain concept that, like, you know, run over again. It's just either trying to add new mechanics, new stuff, like it's always based on certain updates.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because nobody has, even in gaming, nobody has originality anymore. That's why, like, with movies, there's this. I mean, look at movies from the '90s, right? Favorite thing ever: Dante's Peak and Volcano. Fucking
They came out like months apart, didn't they?
yeah, basically the same film.
Yeah.
Dante's Peak and Inferno, or Dante's Peak and fucking Volcano, right? And then also like the other one was Deep Impact.
Yeah.
And Armageddon. They're both the same movie.
Or like, what was it? Event Horizon, and the other one was a Sphere.
Yes.
Yeah, literally the exact same fucking
The
movie.
same movie, slightly tweaked plot point, different cast. Ooh.
Yeah.
I guess that's the same in games, right? Because like, if you think about it, we all know the history of Tetris. And if you have not seen the Tetris movie that stars Taron Egerton, it's so brilliant. The fact that this shit is a real story.
Wait, there's a movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's based on the creation of the game.
I no.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but
you should. The guy who created Tetris was a janitor in the building that housed the KGB. And it's this whole, like, Nintendo was coming out with this secret handheld thing. Game Boy. And you're like, oh, and this dude, Taron Egerton, was a salesperson for a company and somehow managed to connect with the guy who created Tetris and this whole big back and forth crazy shit. And that's why when Game Boy was released, you had the Mario version and the Tetris versions. Because this dude somehow found a way to get Tetris brought to the US and make this guy safe from the KGB. Dude, just fucking watch it. It's insane.
Okay. I will check it out.
I'll pull up the title real quick.
Isn't it called that Tetris movie?
I'll just pull up Taron Egerton. Let's see. Stand by for technical difficulties.
It's okay.
I wish we had that thing from The Simpsons or whatever, the technical difficulties thing. You just put that up for a second.
So it came out in 2023. It's literally fucking called Tetris.
Tetris, yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Watch this shit. It's so brilliant.
You can find it on Apple TV.
You can, yes.
Or on other places. Or on other places. Of course.
Not sponsors. Just sponsor us, please.
Yeah.
Keep us money.
Including Nintendo.
Nintendo sponsor us, please.
Yes, get Alex all the free Pokemon.
Yes, please.
Do they call them Pokemon then? If that's what if there's more of them?
And catchphrase. He caught them all. Cue up the applause. Cue up the applause. Please.
Oh, wait. No, hold on. This one.
Yeah, that one. Do it.
And Brian steals the applause.
Mine.
I Columbus this.
So fucking watch Tetris. The movie was great, and it's based on real events, and so riveting and edge of your seat shit. And like, that didn't really. It really happened though. Okay.
It's so riveted for your pleasure.
Wow. And okay.
Yeah.
It's like condoms that your grandparents used.
That sounds like something that you have to talk to your fucking therapist about, brother.
Speaking of something old. Something
old, something new.
The Simpsons. Simpsons are getting 4 more years.
They're so 39 by the time this.
No, they're pushing to the 40th.
Yeah,
so they're 36 already.
Yep.
Jesus fucking.
So Fox has greenlit 4 more seasons of 4 more shows. So 4 more seasons of Family Guy, 4 more seasons of Simpsons, 4 more seasons of Bob's Burgers, and they're bringing back American Dad after 11 years for 4 more seasons.
I'm so happy because American Dad is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Dude, they saw how much the popularity that it got. What was it when they moved it to TBS?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And TBS didn't want to air new episodes.
Yeah.
But I'll always love Family Guy, and I remember getting the Blu-rays or the DVDs for Christmas in early 2000. And if you on the back of the original DVDs, you saw the air date for the episode, and then it was volume 1 and 2. And there was gaps because I remember it aired, got canceled, aired, got canceled, aired, got canceled. And then by that show becoming physical media, back when physical media was available at Best Buy.
When it was a thing, yeah.
Yeah, but also remember, it was also the popularity that it got from playing on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network.
That too. Yep. But because you can own the original episodes of Family Guy on DVD, you were able to see the times and dates and shit, and they They were like, wait, maybe not cancel this. And then, sure enough, it got more and more popular. I mean, shit, one of my favorite Family Guy things ever. And there's a lot, but I'm gonna go with the Star Wars trilogy of Family Guy.
Yeah, that's a fun episode.
The only Star Wars that I can tolerate and I actually love.
One of my, I mean, each episode it started with Peter and crew. They're on the couch and blackout, and Peter's telling the story of Family Guy or Star Wars. The original episode is titled Blue Harvest, which was the Return of the Jedi fake name. Because being a cinephile and a Star Wars nerd, I know this. Not hating on that. Also,
okay.
but like,
no hating.
Yeah, no. But when he told the story of New Hope, it's amazing. Told the story of Empire, amazing, and then third blackout hits for a Jedi. He's like, crap. I'm telling the story of Jedi. And it's just like that right there. Like, oh, yep, that was the worst one.
Yeah, it really was.
Speaking of Star Wars itself, though, one of the funniest things I saw on Twitter about a week ago was that moment you realize when in Empire Strikes Back, when the late great Carrie Fisher is putting her hand on Han Solo in the Falcon, her middle finger, her nail is just a bit longer than the rest because it's fucking coke nail.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and there is with the nail you put the blow.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
It was always the joke that, a lot of people, especially in the 80s or whatever, would grow out their pinky nail. So, you got the bump, nail.
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense.
Big business in the 80s or whatever, corporate America. I have an idea.
Well, now you just got to take your bump out of Don Jr.'s pockets.
Yeah, I was gonna say nowadays or whatever, like like things have changed nowadays or whatever. Hey AI, make me something, and then you change up one or two things, and it's like, oh, I got a script.
Speaking of having a script,
ooh, nice segue.
What did you write on ChatGPT? No, I'm just kidding.
We got news that Ice Cube is coming back with another Friday sequel.
Right, the final Friday.
Yeah, which I hope so, because we've had 3 already that are pretty fucking good.
I mean, at this point, if this isn't the last Friday, what do you do for the prequel? What do you call it? Like
Thursday.
Yeah.
And then it's
trying to get that money for Friday.
Fine. And then it's starring O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Anyway.
That would be. I'm down for it.
Hey AI, make me a script for Thursday. The prequel for Friday.
Hey ChatGPT, what can you tell me about the other days of the week?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about Sunday? Well,
most people go to church.
It is church day. Nobody pays taxes. They put their hard-earned money into a basket in which the priest takes and puts in his pocket and calls it a donation, but really it's his tip. What's a tip? What's a tip, ChatGPT? Well,
that's why he puts in the altar.
Yes.
And the geeks shall inherit the earth. Good night, everybody.
Dude, I'm so happy, Alex. I'm so happy you went with that because that's where I was going.
Yeah.
Listen, that was always the jokes when it came to like when the whole thing about like when did it start? Like the whole thing of when all the priests, when they were like, coming out with all these, allegations and all that stuff. It was like rampant, like in the 90s, I think it was.
Yeah, 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
You mean
like instead of excommunicating them or whatever, let's just put them in a different place.
Let's just move them over here.
Let's move.
It's like they were playing chess and shit, moving checker pieces around the board and shit.
I mean,
or if you want to get it like real, technically, if you want to play it, it was Risk.
Ooh, but do you mean like when it started happening in the news, or when Catholicism happened? Because that's a long time ago.
Yeah, because that's been going around forever.
Let me tell you a story about the Romans in 1695.
Yeah, that's
because we can talk.
There's a lot of diddling happening there. We don't need to talk about that.
We can get into it, but I don't want to go into Irish Catholicism right now.
Yeah,
or the Romans, because we'll be here all night.
Yeah. We were just talking about Friday.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm mad that like Friday to Sunday.
This last Friday will be Good Friday.
Oh, and it goes back to the whole religious thing.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of funny. There's like, it's Good Friday. You going to church? No, I'm gonna go smoke weed. Credits.
Mm-hmm.
It may have been Good Friday, but it was a bad Sunday.
Yeah.
Remember, from Good Friday goes to Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know if you remember that one. What was it? When Booker T, I forgot what show it was, when it was like saying what holiday in November or whatever people celebrate, stuff like that, and his answer, Easter.
What is it, Family Feud?
Was it Family Feud?
Or like a Family Feud thing?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, but
yeah. Friday, another one coming out sometime in the near future.
I hope that somehow we can get both Chris Tucker and Mike Epps.
That'd be cool. Mike Epps is pretty much down. He'll. I'm pretty sure he'll do it. I don't know about Chris Tucker because he's pretty much done with acting.
And maybe we'll get fucking Cat Williams back.
That'd be
hopefully
fun.
Terry Crews would be great.
It would be awesome.
It just sucks that we lost
John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Well, that and fucking Witherspoon and fucking Debo.
Yeah. No, it's a movie one of Debo, which
Tiny was it Tiny Nest? Whatever.
Yeah.
Tiny Lister. But like, honestly, first off, with Friday After Next, favorite moments was Cat Williams and fucking Terry Crews
in the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Secondly,
that was great.
Secondly, it's top flight security of the world, Craig. And then also like having moments like where what's the dude like that did all the burglaries, and he's putting on Mike Epps' jersey.
Yeah.
Extra medium.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a fun. It's the underrated one of the three.
It really is. I mean, honestly, Friday's Friday. It movie's iconic. It's comedy legend at this point. I mean, it's not. And you can't go. It's black comedy. It's white. No, it's just a legendary comedic film. And it showed you how comedic Ice Cube could be after. I mean, dramatic shit like fucking. Why am I blanking on the movie? Wow, I've had a day.
Anaconda?
Yes. No, that's not it. Fucking
I know that wasn't it. I was just throwing it out there because he was in Anaconda.
Wow, I've really had a day. I hate
It's okay.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna hit you like maybe after the podcast, be like, God damn it, and it's just like, show notes.
Yeah.
And I just pull it up right now, real quick. But also like thinking about Friday, the movie is iconic because it is such a gem of a film.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, oh man, oh fine, something as iconic as New Jack City.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so like, to have him go
Yeah,
from
he
that,
was in Triple X too. That was a good one too.
yeah, but from him to be like New Jack City to fucking Friday, and so like, then with part two, was little Chico?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the Mexican dude from next door?
No more locked doors.
And then, I mean,
Little
and then
Joker.
Little Joker, that was his name. Little Joker. And then like, fuck man, and then unfortunately, the dude that played the skater kid died. The one that worked at the record store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he killed himself in like 2001.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. That movie came out in 2000. That movie's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roach. Yeah. Justin Pierce was Roach.
Mm-hmm.
He died shortly after that movie. God damn. So he hung himself? That's tragic.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. But like, Jacob Vargas is Joker.
Mm-hmm.
That was his name.
Yep.
And then like, oh man, the movie's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like I said, the third one was just iconic on its own. Fucking top flight security in the world, Craig.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And of course, fucking extra medium, huh? And then fucking Terry Crews watching MTV. He's like, oh yeah, Tupac. And there was one, I think it was Terry Crews' first movie too.
Probably.
Because like, yeah, oh man. Now I gotta. I really want. I mean, I've been wanting Last Friday to happen for forever. Because I mean,
this should be good. This should be fun.
we're talking like almost 3 decades of Friday.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Ice Cube is Pops. Like he's been around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like what's next? But yeah, let's see what they do with this because
should be cool.
It's Ice Cube. He's funny.
And I also
talented.
like the fact that he's bringing his own property back. It's not somebody else putting it together. It's him.
And you know what? Respect, because that's how it started that way. It should end that way.
Right.
It shouldn't be somebody else telling the story of Friday.
Yeah.
Ice Cube had this idea. It started here. It went there. It went to the next place.
Mm-hmm.
Before the last week of the month, it should end. It should come full circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be cool. Should be interesting. I'm down for it.
I don't care. It doesn't even need to hit straight. It doesn't even need to hit theaters. It would be great, but regardless, I'm fucking down.
Yeah, it's gonna make money regardless if it does hit theaters. It's gonna make money because people love it. People love that series. So.
Mm-hmm. Shit, we're fans.
Yeah, absolutely. So we could do one more news stories, but we could save that for another day. Let's go with trailers. We got a lot of trailers.
Oh yeah.
We got a shit ton of trailers. I'm gonna skip one because I don't think I saw it and it's literally just something that we've seen before.
Okay.
So I'll skip that one.
Which is
the Superman.
Okay.
Because it's a sneak peek and it has the trailer. Fuck it. You know what? Let's watch it.
I guess. But as you know, this was granted, yeah, April Fool's was on Monday, but this was the weekend of CinemaCon.
Yep.
And where we all thought, oh, Val Kilmer, sadly not the joke. But we got so many.
Yeah, but wasn't that announced on the 2nd anyway?
No, it was announced on the 1st.
No, it was announced like 11:45 on the 1st.
Because I think maybe it was when I heard about it was was on the 2nd. So
it was because it was just shy of midnight. And what's sad about that, if you've seen the movie Val, his documentary,
it's a great documentary. It's sad as shit.
Sad as shit. His son lived next door,
of course.
But the fact that other things came out, right? We had Spider-Man news and John Wick 5 and all this other shit, and we're like, and that's why I told you guys, let's not record tonight because it's really April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, right before we put on trailers, in a nutshell, Beyond the Spider-Verse is confirmed. It's happening.
Yes.
Spider-Man 4, Brand New Day, street level Spider-Man. Street level. That means we can have a potential Charlie Cox team up taking down Fisk. Please tell me this is going to happen. Please tell me at some point we get Spider-Man and Wade Wilson for Spider-Man 6.
Cross our fingers.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that there may be a trailer put out tomorrow or later today. As of
highly doubt that.
Highly doubt that.
Because I think they said that in CinemaCon they premiered something. I don't know if it was a trailer or something.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna see that for a few weeks.
So Beyond the Spider-Verse. Sorry, I'm eating sour Skittles right now.
Beyond the Spider-Verse. Sour.
So Beyond the Spider-Verse, yes. Spider-Man Brand New Day, yes. John Wick Chapter 5, fuck yeah.
But why? He died.
No.
There are rumors are saying that they'll explain more about it in Ballerina.
Fine. But also, like, Keanu may have said he died, but that could have also been Keanu being like, I ain't telling you shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna keep it a secret. All right, good for you.
Okay, let's get into the Spider-Man, to the Superman trailer.
Yeah.
We're just dragging shit around.
All of those are now trailers.
No, it was just Brian got geek excited. That's why.
I did.
It's okay. Well, it's okay.
It's all this. Well, it's also all the stuff I said. Let's not discuss until we actually know it's true.
Yeah.
So I said shit. Now we watch trailers.
Okay, let's watch trailers.
Yay trailers.
Yay trailers.
He says shit. We watch it now.
Okay. In all fairness, this is the same trailer.
No, there's a bit more to this. Like, this is what we saw previously, but there's more to it.
Right. I love that he's gonna start out fucked up.
Yeah. I like that he has asthma.
Yeah.
So you're saying he got beaten into into an asthmatic?
Yeah. I like the comment. It's a brute.
For the record, I've seen faster dogs.
Take me home. Home.
Crypto. Good boy.
Right?
And also, like,
this is the new part.
Okay. Oh. It just. It's just like he imagined the fortress and showed up. But also, I gotta say, like, okay, really?
This is fucking cool. I actually like the way they did this.
How do you open it? Bark. Okay. Also, I really love the outfit. Also,
no need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it.
If
we have no
Alan Tudyk
consciousness
isn't a robot in
whatsoever.
this, I'm gonna be
Merely
really mad.
automaton
Right? Me
is here
too.
to serve. Meet 12.
Alan
She's
Tudyk
new.
is the robot of the 20th century.
He looked at me.
Oh,
14 fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney,
oh, he
large
looked
intestine,
at my
lungs.
robot ass.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Up and at him, like at a man.
14 broken bones or whatever. 13 calls by crypto.
292 times the Heron Prime. Case one.
Okay. Okay.
And then we see everything else that we've seen before.
Honestly, though, when the sun hits me like that after a shit day, that's how I feel. Going,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, like, you know, because of your light pigmentation when the sun hits you like that. Ah.
And Steve, what do you mean? Yeah, you live in Florida, like that's
Yeah.
you every day.
Yes, but Steve avoids
It
the
does.
sun.
That's why it's-
Steve avoids the sun like if he owes the sun money.
Yeah, for real.
February 27th. It's sunny out. Ah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, us in New York. Fuck.
No, I wasn't joking around. You say that or whatever, like, you know, he's out there, whatever. Oh, we have like 37 degrees. Oh, how was out there? Like, you know, 60 something, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, to every Floridian or whatever, oh my God, that's freezing. And to us, it's just like, that's warm.
Yeah, it's just another day. Nah, like it's actually getting back to warmer weather now, which I'm not too much of a fan of. It's been like 90s the last couple days, and
how terrible!
Yeah, it is because now I gotta sweat.
Oh God, you need to not wear layers.
Yeah, that'd be cool if I didn't have to fucking work.
Yeah, you know, there's a thing or whatever that I have to go outside to do shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck my life. What was me?
I know, it's so horrible. It's the worst. It's the worst thing ever. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Damn you, adulting! Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
To the Backstreet Boys. Tell me why.
Yeah.
I'm burning on this sunny day.
So this chunk of the trailer,
I'm getting hit with these cancerous rays.
This chunk of the trailer looks pretty fucking cool. I am curious to see what they're gonna do with the rest of the movie. I like how they brought out the fortress out of the Arctic and shit. It looks fucking cool.
But like, it shows you that Crypto has more power than Superman.
It just shows you that.
Well, I mean, like the dude got fucking beat up. Yeah, he just got beat up. You know, it could have been the kaiju. It could have been, you know, what was it? That fight that he had in the last trailer with was it Ultraman? I think it was.
I guess, but all I know is that, the thing that I didn't bring up before is that when I texted you guys last week, I'm walking down a familiar block I have not walked down in a bit.
Oh yeah, the planet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been on this street for forever, and I've seen, and I happened to like be over there last week, and I see this globe. I'm like, that looks familiar. How do I know this? It's an old globe. And I'm on the building is 220 East 42nd in the city. I'm like, why do I know this building? And I'm like, oh, it's the old Daily News building.
Yeah.
The news building, as it's called. But I'm like, no, that's not why I know this. But I Google it. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, ooh. Like, and then I start humming to myself. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm like, oh shit. And like I'm like in place, like doing that giddy shit, trying not to be like a full-on tourist as a native New Yorker.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna take pictures up.
Yeah, as I take you guys pictures. Like,
No, I'm saying, but he took his, like he sneaked it or whatever, so he won't be like, I don't want to seem like those people. Click.
I took it like a reporter.
What do you mean, those people?
Indigenous to the Daily Planet. I took sort of like Jimmy Olsen style pictures.
Incognito.
Incognitus. And I took said pictures, sent you guys. And what really got me, not just the globe, but that like little like artwork shit above that says 220.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's goddamn Daily Planet. And I'm like, oh shit. And it's hard to appreciate it because right now there's like scaffolding of doing shit around the block.
Of course.
And so like I'm like underneath that shit.
Well, this is what happens then when a big kaiju comes to the Daily Planet or whatever. They got to fix it after the fact.
Yeah, exactly.
But also in all fairness, there was that moment in 2 where he gave up his powers and got his ass handed to him.
Mm-hmm.
They got his powers back and kicked some random bully's ass in a diner. And I use this shit all the time when like my dude like we'll shake hands or bump fists, whatever. He's like, ow. And I always throw the Clark Kent out. Sorry. Been working out.
Yeah.
Because that is an iconic line in 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Push to the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Been working out. And do like the little like quick like gym flex. But no.
And then Brian does a slight flex to show off his muscles.
My muscles, yes. So anybody in the New York area, anybody fucking wanted to see an iconic piece of cinema history, just go to 220 42nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Ave, and you got your Daily Planet fix.
Yep. Yeah.
Just leave your kryptonite outside.
Yes, don't bring it inside.
No.
You guys see security guards or whatever. Green Rock! And just tackle them. It's a jade stone! It's a jade stone!
It's not real. It's not real. But yeah, another thing that we got that was pretty cool that I enjoyed. I actually didn't know this came out a little bit ago, but it's a fun fucking trailer. And stars one of our homies, Leonardo DiCaprio's in this one. So let's watch it.
Leonardo, the climate change?
Rise and shine.
Bat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock.
Why?
Because they're not needed.
What time is it?
Fuck. I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75. Steve Lockjaw just attacked my home, and I cannot remember for the life of my only child the answer to your question.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
I need to find my daughter.
Well, then call us back when you have the time.
You just
Dick!
You know, you are so unsuitable for my daughter. My child comes from a
This
whole...
is already really good.
Yes. And you look so lost. What are you gonna do about this baby?
You know what freedom is? What? No fear. Go. Not one thing, it's another. Find that to be true.
I need you, brother. Sensei, please.
Courage, Bob. Courage.
That's it. Courage. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. God damn it! Viva la revolution!
That was brilliant. Like,
it looks dope.
It's a great cast.
It's a huge cast.
But like seeing like Leonardo DiCaprio could literally pick anything.
Yeah.
But like seeing him play something completely different from most characters he has ever played.
Totally different.
I'm down. I'm fucking down. But also like Benicio.
Yeah. Haven't seen him in a minute.
At this point he picks his roles.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, one of my favorite Benicio del Toro roles, late 90s, was co-starring Ryan Phillippe. The Way of the Gun.
Oh yeah, it's a good one too. Yeah.
The cast: Juliette Lewis, the late Scott Wilson. Man, from start to finish, that movie was holy fucking shit.
It was good.
So,
oh yeah, I watched Juliette Lewis was in a movie I watched the other day too. A movie called Opus.
Huh.
She's pretty great. Good. Yeah, she's good. She's real good. She gets her scalp ripped off. But yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't need one of those.
Yeah, no need for it.
No. They'll put a fake one on for the next movie.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one looks fun. There's a lot of people in this. Even Sean Penn is in this one too. We haven't seen Sean Penn in a minute too.
And he's one of those actors that he's like, "Hey, I'm Sean Penn. Great." Shows up, does the job, leaves, and like, oh, they're and hey, look, an Oscars is floating.
Yeah.
We lost that award. Great. He won it though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, honestly, one of the best Sean Penn roles in X amount of years. I mean, granted, yeah, he's won for like Milk, and a million other things. But
wasn't he I Am Sam too?
He was I Am Sam.
Yeah.
I Am Samuel Jackson.
Motherfucker.
The sequel's called Bad Motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, one of my favorite roles he was ever in was he played Emmy Rossum's dad in Mystic River.
Mm-hmm.
And probably Emmy Rossum's first role.
Yeah.
In a major movie.
She was awesome.
Was in it for like 5 minutes. Played a dead girl.
Yeah, she was good though. She was good dead girl.
She was great. And I gotta say, getting to know her, she's like cool in real life.
She seems cool.
She's like, yeah, I guess they drink this. But I don't want to spend money, but it's great.
Wasn't she in the Evil Dead, the 2013 one, Evil Dead?
I didn't watch it. I didn't care.
I think I loved it.
I watched Evil Dead and 2 and Army of Darkness, and it's like, that's it for me. I don't need to watch other fucking failed reboots of movies.
Oh no, that 2013 one is fucking great, dude.
Oh great. It's like the reboot of the movie that was successful, just like fucking Freddy with
no
Jackie Haley.
No.
And other Friday the 13th where it had great
No.
kills, bro.
No, this one is really good. This one,
No.
trust me. This
Dude,
one
that
is
dude, that Nightmare on Elm Street reboot or whatever, like, you know, the idea was ambitious, but the problem was they made it like, you know, they focused too much on, you know, he was a child toucher.
yeah.
I mean, aside from being Jackie Earl Haley, that movie had nothing going for it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
He was great as Freddy.
No, but the 2013 Evil Dead was actually really good. Really damn good.
I think I'd much rather spend my time watching other things.
Watch it. It's good.
No.
Trust me, dude.
No.
You don't have to, but I'm
you know,
just
it's
saying.
funny convincing Brian to watch certain movies or whatever is like convincing me to like, yeah, go ahead, watch the original trilogy or Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. So, continuing with our shit that we have like 4 more to go. We all love our dude, Pedro Pascal. He's got another movie coming up. Of course, he has a bunch of shit. Always, he's a busy fucking dude. Freaky Tales.
The underdog believes he can do the impossible.
I've heard about this.
Fill enough mixtapes to get out of the hood. But I can say with certainty, this underdog has seen his last day.
Yo, wait, hold up. We got to take it from the top.
We got one more job for you. Sleepy Floyd, Warriors point guard. His house is going to be empty on game night. He's got a vault full of ancient Asian artifacts.
Is that Aaron Paul?
Yesterday was the last job.
It looks like it for a second.
I did it. I'm done.
You're done. When we say you're done.
No, it's not.
Fuck you.
Yes.
What happened next has been debated over the years. But this is the tale, as I know it to be.
I found it!
Did you see that? Yeah. That's so rad.
You don't expect it. Hi, I'm Sleepy Floyd.
Floyd's out there slicing people up with a sword.
Can you repeat that?
Wasn't every day a story like this hit the town.
There's too many of them.
That's bullshit. We fight.
But for those who lived through it, it became the stuff of legends.
What happened here? You fucked with the wrong warrior.
Oh man, that looks fun as fuck.
That looks fucking great.
But that's
What the hell?
He forgot to shut it off.
Yeah, I did for real.
but
My
knowing
bad.
that this is the last thing we'll see Angus Cloud in.
Yeah.
He was great. I mean, he OD'd accidentally. It was like right around his dad's funeral, which makes it worse. Because the last time we seen anybody really that we cared about was Andre died the night of his dad's funeral. But Angus Cloud, man, was great in Euphoria. And knowing how his character ended, season 2 was just nuts. And we are getting a Euphoria 3. Eventually, I mean, it is confirmed. But man, then he was in a movie where he basically like I forget was it Your Lucky Day or something on Netflix where like he robs a gas station. The guy who wins like the ticket is in the gas station, and Angus Cloud's like desperate for money because he like lost money for somebody, and this whole thing, and like he robs the gas station, kills the guy, gets the money, but there's a whole bunch of shit going on in the gas station, and his character gets killed, and you're like, oh, that's the last thing, sadly, we'll ever see him in, and like, oh no, he did this one last movie, is what we've seen here.
He was in another movie that I watched recently too. Like, forgot the name of it.
I mean,
he's because we didn't really, know exactly what was his last thing because they never really mentioned exactly what was his last thing.
But like seeing that he's done all these projects right before he died, so like knowing that like he got to work with Pedro.
He was an Abigail. He was an Abigail.
Okay. But like knowing that like one of his last things, if his last thing was getting to work with Pedro Pascal, and Pedro Pascal, man, right? Think about it.
He's a busy motherfucker.
But like, it wasn't until Mando it's this Pedro Pascal. But like, he's had a career.
Yeah.
He's had, forgetting about Game of Thrones, and then miscellaneous other projects. He was the villain in The Fall of Sam Axe, the Burn Notice movie. He was the bad guy in Equalizer 2. And then things that trickled before that, right?
Yeah.
But then think about modern day people. Oh, Mandalorian. Oh, it's, Last of Us. Oh, it's this movie. Oh, and even now, so let's throw this out there because it's technically a movie in a way. Oh, it's that guy from that Apple commercial directed by Spike Jonze.
Yep.
Which I watched that, and I watched the making of, because I'm a YouTuber, and I fall through the crevices of the holes of YouTube.
The rabbit holes of YouTube.
The deep dive.
The deep dive rabbit holes. First off,
stupid rabbits.
Silly rabbits.
What's up, Brian?
That commercial was so well done. And Spike Jonze is a great director. And then watching like the behind the scenes shit, I'm like, oh, he had to learn all that choreography for dancing, and the commercial's like 5 minutes long. But it's like learning how to be an actor in any role, TV or movie. But this commercial's 5 full minutes, and you're like, oh shit, and it's so well done. But then I mean, shit. Forgetting about all those other roles that I just mentioned, but Pedro Pascal is our Reed Richards. We're gonna get him in First Steps and Doomsday.
Yep.
So we're getting however the hell they're doing, like 1960s style Fantastic Four, like when the first family was introduced.
It'll work somehow.
And then,
figure some shit out.
And then we're eventually, here we are.
Timey-wimey shit.
Timey-wimey shit.
Yes,
Good
sir.
title. Good title. Maybe not for this one, but
No,
it works.
not for this one. We've done it too many times already.
But here we are. Pedro Pascal is 49. And for the last, we've only really known him the last, like,
Big time
years.
5. Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about Mandalorian's been off a bit already.
But like, I mean, so yeah. I mean,
fun shit.
So this movie looks fun. It's gonna be. It sort of reminds me of those Fear Street, like we watched.
Yeah, because it's very 80s.
Very 80s. What was what was
it's an anthology.
It sort of almost reminds you of like Totally Killer. But
Totally Killer was actually really fun.
That was fun as fuck. That was Piper. The fuck's her name? Piper Kiernan?
Something like that.
Something. The girl who she like grew up on Mad Men. And then she was Sabrina. But like, yeah, I'm impressed because this really has that vibe, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down. I'm
This track,
fucking
dude.
down.
This is our shit, dude. We were around in the 80s when all this shit was going down. So,
oh, dude, I just sent you something, whatever. Is a clip from Pedro Pascal, whatever, when he was in Buffy.
he was in Buffy. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
So it shows you how like this dude was like this character actor.
He's been around the block.
He's been around, and he fought through Hollywood to be what we now know as the I can play any part guy.
Yeah,
like,
in the Buffy thing or whatever, he played like the awkward guy.
Fine, which is sort of how he is regularly.
That we know of, yeah.
Because like like he has such anxiety that like he has to. That's why there was that like, hey, he held. You seen the thing where like he held on to Vanessa Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Because he needs to hold on to a person to not fucking freak out.
To not freak the fuck out, yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, respect. Like, dude's human.
Yeah.
I mean, so, yeah. But I think, honestly, my favorite role he's ever done was he played Super Mario in Mario Kart. That's an skit?
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
So with the it's a me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yup. It was the last of us. The Mario.
That was good. That was a good one.
Mm.
So, the next trailer we got something that I'm actually really interested in because, of course, it's Michael B. Jordan, and it's a Western, but it's not just a regular Western. So let's watch the trailer.
Oh, is this Sinners?
For Sinners, yes.
Yes. I have not watched this yet.
We've been gone a long time. We back now.
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. It can conjure spirits from the past and the future.
This is Coogler, right?
Fame and fortune.
This is Coogler.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
You can tell.
This ain't no house party.
Shit.
Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil.
Careful, boy. You gonna bite off more than you can chew.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
We got us a problem now. What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party.
This world already left you for dead. I can save you from your fate.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do. And you are? I am. Your way out. Okay.
Oh.
Is y'all better now?
Yes, I lied to you.
I don't believe in magic.
It's a vampire movie?
Ghosts, demons.
Yup.
Just power.
Somebody please take me.
We're gonna kill every last one of you.
Oh, she's still hot.
Hey, I ain't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let me on out of here.
Stay. It's you?
Of course it's me. Open the door.
That ain't your brother.
Love you.
Yo, smell anything? I think I shot myself.
So, first off, Delroy Lindo has not aged a day in 30 years.
Yeah, he does not. He does not age, bro.
I think he might actually be a vampire.
He might be.
It
might be a true story.
It might be. Secondly, Haley Steinfeld, even with that bloody face, damn.
Yeah.
And thirdly, fuck you, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bills.
Yeah.
Like,
this looks dope, dude.
But it shows you the different styles that Coogler can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, right? I mean, we had Black Panther and Black Panther-y shit, and the shitty sequel.
Yeah.
Because they had to do it too, and meanwhile, like, well, your main guy is gone, but yeah, you gotta just milk it.
And they did.
And they did, and it wasn't a terrible movie, but Black Panther 2 was not good.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, Black Panther on its own was a fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I get the sentiment for like, that you didn't want to recast because he just passed and you wanted to give him the, the proper respect in the movie. But I think they should have recast.
Chadwick would have been like, I'm dead, recast me. Like, dude went 6 movies suffering from cancer. The minute we met him in fucking Civil War, dude was sick, and nobody knew because he did it. And then, for fuck's sake, have you ever sat down and watched 21 Bridges?
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay, you need to rectify that situation because 21 Bridges is so fucking good. Okay. And it's a Russo's production, or they produced it. I don't know. But
whatever. They did something with it.
It's Chadwick as the main hero, fucking J.K. Simmons, and other people you've seen in shit. I don't remember right now. But I've seen it at least 3 times. The movie, from start to finish, is such a brilliant fucking movie.
Okay.
It's your next, like, I'm going to sit here at the edge of my seat, have a beer kind of movie. Where the fuck's my bowl of popcorn? Why is it empty now? Yeah. It might still
because I was hungry.
I'm hungry. It might still be on Netflix. But Coogler has always been a fan of Chadwick. That's why we got Black Panther. That's why we got or not other movies, but also like Coogler's always been a fan of film. So we got his style directed Black Panther. His style directed Creed and 2. Michael B. Jordan directed 3, so we can't count 3, though 3 was good.
21 Bridges is on TNT, TBS, True TV. It is not on Netflix. You can buy it on Prime. You can buy it on Apple TV.
But also,
I will find a way to procure it, and I will watch it.
I'm sure you have a VPN. You live in Ireland.
Yo, Stephen O. Jackal.
Stephen, you live in Ireland. You live in Ireland, son.
I do. Yes.
Your family
still recovering from St. Patty's Day.
Just a little bit. There is no recovering. It's always every day.
You live in Cork, but your beard lives in Dublin.
Yes.
So
he lives in Florida Island.
Yes.
You live in Tampa.
Yes, this looks fucking cool.
You live in
Sinners
Tampa,
looks fucking awesome.
You live in Tampa, you bitch. Anyway, so
only the best live in Tampa. That's why.
He lives in Old Tampa Island.
Man.
No island. Island.
You live by the fountain. Do you live by the Fountain of Youth? Florida is the Fountain of Youth.
No,
that's the Fountain of me. Yeah.
No, well, I was gonna say, like, part of it is because he's Hispanic. We age gracefully.
No. True story. If you guys actually fucking paid attention in school versus just trying to cut class, Ponce de Leon found the Fountain of Youth in fucking Florida. Okay,
I know.
And then Disney built over it or whatever, saying we're gonna make money off this shit.
True
Disney
story.
the water's still there. Disney bulldozed that shit and put a fucking statue of the mouse there. Yeah.
Ha! Stay young forever. Ha!
Yep.
But no. So Coogler is a fantastic filmmaker. We've seen him do several different styles of film, but to have him do a horror movie that's sort of like
it's a western,
old timey, yeah.
Western. Yeah.
It's a horror western.
Yep, I'm down for it, dude.
And obviously Michael B. Jordan, who is a friend of Coogler.
Yeah,
and
playing two roles, because it's not just him.
Yeah, he plays his brother, but also like shows you that his style could adapt to anything. Because we've seen Michael B. Jordan play basically anyone. His career has taken off, and I think he's great. I loved him when he was a fucking regular on All My Children on fucking ABC. As a 13-year-old kid who was like the hood, where the older white guy adopted him, and this dude adapted to the character.
Oh my God! When the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it was.
So seeing like him go from that, he had one episode on Burn Notice, and then, I mean, obviously we have him for fucking Black Panther as Killmonger and Creed.
Previously, Fan Four Stick.
Fan Four Stick, yes.
Yeah.
The movie in which Mario said to me in a text. Hopefully Mario's still here watching the show.
He might be. He probably fell asleep. Oh, he's probably working.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. So shout out to Mario.
Shout out to Mario.
This dude said to me when he went to the screener for Four Stick. This movie made this text message is, God, 12 years old at this point.
Bazillion years old, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bazillion years old. But this dude texted me, and I'll never forget, word for word. Dude said to me, from the screener, this movie makes Rise of the Silver Surfer look like an Oscar winner. So yes.
Yeah.
But I'm down for Sinners.
Yeah. Sinners
I think this movie looks fucking nuts. I mean, I'll watch Haley Steinfeld in anything.
Yep.
Fuck you, Josh Allen.
Don't be a hater.
No, you stole my lady. But yeah. I'll watch Killmonger and Kate Bishop do a vampire flick.
Yeah.
I'm down. My body is ready.
Yep. So down. This is so cool. It looks cool.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
It looks you know, another good thing about it, it looks very practical effect.
Yep.
Which is something we don't really get anymore. The last time I seen anything good vampire-y for practical effect was the reboot of fucking the hell was the vampire-y movie we watched on Max. The Stephen King.
Oh movie. Yeah. I know you're talking about
that movie.
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. That was starring Sentry. So should we just call him Young Bill Pullman?
Yep, exactly what he is.
He looks just like him.
Yeah.
Bill Pullman Paxton.
I guess. But like,
we're not Eddie Guerrero-ing him, okay?
No, we're not doing that. But yo, Salem's Lot was great. It had a lot of. Was it the greatest movie of all time?
No, absolutely not. But it's fun as fuck.
It was really good for what it was trying to adapt.
Yeah, and people were bitching about it. People still bitch about it now. It's fun as hell.
It's not the 70s movie. No, bitch. It's 2000s.
Yeah.
Adapted times.
Yeah. It's fun as hell. Something else is fun as hell.
Yeah.
Let's do our final trailer for this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I won't even say anything about it. We're just gonna watch it.
Let's just watch it. What do you think it is?
It's from Paramount.
Multiple SWAT teams responding to hostage situation.
I waited for this moment to watch a single frame of this trailer. Because what are my initial reactions to this
stop.
line?
What do you want, little one? Your ass.
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police. Cause I would never be
Yo, again, I waited for this very moment to watch a single frame.
Was it not good though? It's worth it.
So we've heard rumors for at least 3 years?
Yeah, give or take.
That this was gonna happen. But Liam Neeson as Leslie Nielsen's son.
Yeah.
And then
It
Paul
tracks, dude.
Walter Hauser as
Yeah.
fucking what's his name son.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I miss you, Dad. And then the dude's like, nah.
It's great. It looks awesome.
It's like, it's a shame because like when Naked Gun came out, when that trilogy came out, we're like, oh, it's O.J. Simpson as Nordberg. And he got shot, stabbed, severed, blah, blah, blah for a billion different times. And you're like, oh shit, that's OJ. And then everything happened.
Mm-hmm.
But
I wonder how much he got paid just for the likeness of him being in this right now.
I know. Well, I mean, if anything, that money went to his kids.
Right, yeah, of course.
Because, the ultimate executioner took his life.
Yeah.
So, you're not getting away with murder, bitch. And the glove fit.
Mm-hmm.
So
this looks fun as hell. This looks fun as hell. Another one. Fun ass movie.
Seeing just these 30 seconds of trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know Liam Neeson can do comedy.
Yeah, he can.
He doesn't
You just don't see much of it. Yeah.
Because you get Taken, and every movie that's basically Taken for the last, 20 years.
Yeah.
Or you have 3 Takens, Unknown, Commuter, or The Commute, fucking, the one was on the Flight with Julianne Moore. All of these movies are these same. It's Taken, but he's a different character, a different name, but he's the same guy. And I look, I dare you not watch these movies. Memory, I forget the new one. It's not Amnesia. It's close. But all these movies are literally the same fucking film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a different cast. It's him playing the guy who has blah, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's Taken.
Yep.
They took his granddaughter's niece's cousin's brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pay money.
What does that make her to me? Absolutely nothing.
Right. Yeah.
But also, it's literally just watching the next Jason Statham movie, just with an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jason Statham, we love him, and his new The Working Man.
Yeah, The Working Man,
which has apparently been big in theaters, but also
it's the same thing as a beekeeper.
The beekeeper.
What do you do for work? I'm a beekeeper.
I keep bees.
Yeah.
They make
I'm
money.
a working man.
But also,
what was your side hustle? Bee cape.
I gave base. I'm the beekeeper. But also, in all fairness, The Beekeeper was actually a fucking fun movie.
It was fun as hell.
It was like, oh, you're Stathaming. Great.
Yeah.
Just know they're not expendable.
Yeah. Well, everybody else was, but him.
What do you also do? I'm a transporter.
But also not on Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, because he was. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I got you. We got one more. I forgot. We got one more trailer. This is actually a really fun one.
Oh, is this certain updated version?
Yeah, it is an updated version of this trailer, and this looks fucking cool.
My wife 2.0.
Yes. So let's go, Megan
2.0, the sequel.
How do
I never watched the first one.
There were some bugs in
The first one was good. I liked it a lot.
It's hardly fair to blame me for that. But one thing hasn't changed. I will do whatever it takes to protect Katie. What the hell is this? You put me in this plastic Teletubby?
Prove you can be trusted, maybe we'll give you an upgrade.
Forrester, we have a problem. We're hunting an autonomous hand named Amelia. She was built using the old plan for Megan.
How is this possible? You deleted it.
Apparently you didn't. Nothing in our arsenal can stop her. She's gone rogue, killing anyone who's contributed to her creation.
I think I did it again.
And you and Katie are next.
I know how to stop Amelia. She's getting more powerful. Soon she'll be the most dangerous weapon on the planet. Put me in a body and I'll help you stop her.
You remember what happened last time. You threatened to rip out my tongue and put me in a wheelchair.
I was upset. To help us. Everyone deserves a second chance.
You would like us to rebuild a deranged robot in order to catch another one.
Would you prefer I gave you a printout that you can read at your own pace?
Okay, Megan. Time to give you an upgrade. Anything you'd like to add?
I want to be stronger, faster. Hey, so remember the time I strangled you and set the lab on fire? I want you to know that won't happen again.
Thank you so much.
And while you're at it, make me taller. All right, meat sacks. Let's get to work.
Well, look who came out to play.
I was programmed to protect Katie. The only question is, are you going to stand in my way? Hold on to your vaginas.
I don't care if she did kill 4 people. She is a smoking hot warrior princess.
I'll make you a deal. You can kill Gemma, but don't touch Katie.
Megan.
That looks fun as hell, dude.
It's very fucking bizarre.
It is very bizarre, but this is totally different than the first one.
But it's like make her taller because the actress got older.
That could be it, or just the fact that she's older in general, because she has to go up against a more adult version of her clone.
But like, they put her in
Megan 2.0 Judgment Day.
Dude, this looks badass. This is like a totally different movie than the first one. It's gonna be an action movie instead of a fucking horror.
Oh, and Brian, if you're gonna watch Megan or whatever, watch the unrated one because I think they have both on. Is it on Peacock still?
It should be.
But this movie is like bizarre, but they also I feel like they put her in like the James Wan version of Miss Minutes.
Yeah.
But like Miss Minutes doesn't have arms or legs, like she's a clock.
Yeah.
But like they put her in like this body. It's literally like just watching a fucking clock go. Hi, make me taller. Bitch.
They have shit like that. They have shit like that outside in real life. Like I've seen stuff like that.
I do want to eventually watch the movie. It's always been on the radar to watch. I know NECA put out the Megan droid doll toy.
Nice.
Eventually, it was announced at it was actually announced like recently because CinemaCon paired with whatever toy shit was going on.
Of course.
You gotta pair one without the other.
It's only right.
Yeah, and we're eventually getting a life-size Megan.
Nope.
No, I don't want it. No. But
for that creepy collector.
Yeah, for the ones that want a real doll, but they want a Wade Wilson.
Nope.
Doesn't come with a unicorn.
You got to pay extra for that.
Unicorn not included.
Until they're 90. There is a NECA 1/12 scale version of the Megan thing, which pairs with all your other action figures. It looks dope, and it starts at like one head sculpt is like the regular one, and then like there's the two other ones that like have like the more and more damage shit. And
battle damage.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
I look at it going, looks good. Didn't see the movie. Might have to watch the movie and then buy the thing. But
check it out, dude. It's a good movie.
But like, why do I expect James Marsden to be in this? Because he always plays like the lovable guy that gets involved.
Yeah. There is no real lovable guy in this one.
Well, I was gonna say, he can't now, whatever, because he's gonna play the lovable guy that goes against Doom.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed those pictures are real where he actually wears a Cyclops outfit. And hopefully when we do hear the news that Hugh Jackman signs on, there's the joke about yellow spandex.
That'd be funny.
Till you're 90.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so this was cool. And that pretty much wraps it up for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit this week. We also just went off on tangents like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's like half the fun sometimes.
Oh, it is. It is. I don't know about 2.5 hours worth of fun, but yes.
No, just remember, knowing is half the battle. Tangents are the other half.
G.I. Joe.
I thought always thought that knowing was half the battle, and the other half was red lasers and blue lasers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Regardless, it's all fun. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you go check out everything on InnerCityGeeks.net. We got a whole bunch of shit sometimes because we got this show. We got Bryce Represents stuff over there. We also have Comics con Sabor, Manga Time and Anime World. Mario puts a shit ton of shit up there.
And kudos to Mario. This man,
for sure.
He sent me pictures over the last week of like everything is going on.
Yeah.
Scripts. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's going in, dude. He's going in.
Like, how do you have time? You already work like 24 hours. Where's the rest of your time?
Well, like a lot of the security jobs,
sleep,
a lot of security jobs, it doesn't take a lot of work.
But 90% of your work is focusing on who's coming into my building.
Yeah, a lot of times nobody's coming in.
So. Yeah, because sometimes the shifts that he has or whatever is usually the late shifts, just making sure things are okay in the offices or whatever. So and honestly, like when I used to do overnight security, when there was downtime, I was able to work on stuff too. So
yeah, it's doable, Bri. It's doable.
Sure.
Yeah, but he already has like episodes until like June ready.
Yes, that's what he said. He's like, I got this till June. I'm like,
yeah,
great.
Which is wild, dude. It's wild.
Do you like on your one day off? You just do nothing but go. I'm in front of a camera. This and
Why not, dude? Why
but
not?
no, not just why not, but fucking respect. You have to.
Absolutely, dude.
You channel whatever energy you have left after your work
Mm-hmm.
week to
Yeah.
go. I'm going to talk about passion projects.
It's for the love. It's for the love of the shit that you enjoy.
So
That's why, like, that's the real secret of his working out or whatever. That he's always busy.
Mm-hmm.
he talks to the camera about random anime shit, and his muscles just inflate.
Yeah.
No gym.
I'm just picturing
Anime.
he's talking, yeah,
That's-
buddy, and you just hear the.
That's the power of the sun to him. That's the
Yeah,
power
exactly.
of the sun to him.
Exactly. He Superman, right? I'm in the sun.
Mhm.
And then that moment from that teaser, right, where like they channel the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Well,
the
for
sun
him, it's
was
like
extra.
manga. Give me strength.
Yeah, yeah. Manga. Oh no, a little bit. Then anime. Oh yes.
Those
Then
light
comics. Oh.
And then when he's superpower or whatever, you just hear the yeah, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. You already know. You got this. We got it.
Yep.
Yeah. So check out all that shit over there. Of course, those are all fun. It's all there. All on InnerCityGeeks.net.
With Mario. Da, 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 da. Yeah, buddy.
So yeah, check all that shit out over there.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. You can find the show, our show, this show. You can find us, of course, on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Audible, yes,
And motherfucking Spotify.
yes, and motherfucking Spotify. You can find the show also on the Facey Space, so facyspace.com/InnerCityGeeks, on Instagram at InnerCityGeeks, on Twitter at InnerCityGeeks. And where can we find all of you guys? Brian, where can we find you, sir?
You can find putting ice in a glass right now. That's like
Okay.
rumbling.
For a second, I thought it was you were putting money into a coin machine and shit.
What am I doing? Laundry?
You never know. It could be.
Or he was getting something from the
from the vending machine.
Yep, jinx.
Yeah.
I'm pouring gin into a glass right now. Yeah. Drinking. Check me out on all the stuffs. Bright2dopresents.com. Eventually, shit's gonna happen with the site. I don't know if I'm redoing the site or just adding shit to the site. Check me out on socials, Twitters, Blue Skies, YouTubes, Instagrams, all Bright2Do Presents. And I guess you guys can check me out. Having a good time next week too for the futures.
Woohoo.
Where can we find you, Alex?
You can find me on Twitter at DeniedDinyed and on Instagram at DeniedDY_ED. Where can you find you, good sir Steve?
You guys can find me everywhere, pretty much, literally everywhere, as Mr. Jackal, MisterJackal. Thank you guys for listening. Once again, we greatly appreciate you listening and sharing our greatness, because we are sharing it with you, so you share it with everybody else too. So why the fuck not? Greatly appreciate you again. Thanks for listening to one more long ass episode.
They love it.
Yeah, they do. Well, at least I hope so. So, don't be a dick, but always remember that the geeks shall inherit the earth.
Time for Brian to drink.
Yeah.
Let's just say, we're your Huckleberry.
Yeah. It's a little too late for the Huckleberry part.